Good morning, one and all. Welcome to hour number 4 of the big show. We're at 8:10 in the morning here on News Radio 830 KHVH. Our telephone number 521-8383, 1-888-565-8383, where it is always that free telephone call. It is a delight to be with you on this Aloha Monday morning. It is top of mind. You know, we had the elections going on. We had Governor Lingle with us on Wednesday as we have our regular visit with her, and invariably, even in our conversation with the candidates, we talk about energy, because energy here in Hawaii, if it is not in the minds of many, it should be as one of the top pressing issues of our day. And we're going to chat all about that with Alex Tiller, who is in studio with us. He is CEO of Sunetric. I knew I was going to do this.
Sunetric.
Sunetric. Pardon me for that.
No worries.
I was just telling how much of a mess I am after the Bears lose, and I'll attribute it to there. Alex, can you tell us a little bit about yourself first?
Sure. Thanks, Rick. Thanks for having us on. We really appreciate it.
Sure.
No, as you said, I've been with Sunetric since about February of this year. I stepped in as CEO, and we are the largest solar integrator in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
My background was in finance, and so I've also had the fortune of running a couple different size companies, and so now I'm kind of helping out with Sunetric and
Right.
really helping us to maintain this leadership role, hopefully, within the energy community in Hawaii.
What was it that captured your attention the most about the company, and what are you finding most fulfilling about your role with it?
Yeah. You know, when I originally came out, it was to set up a solar finance company. It wasn't to necessarily work with one person or another. It was, quite frankly, the economic incentives in Hawaii are just tremendous for going solar. And once I came out, myself and some of my partners really looked around the market and said, you know, who's the best company in Hawaii to build our projects, to build the solar installations that we wanted to put up. And that's how we found Sunetric. We did our diligence. We talked to the different owners. We talked to the different builders and so forth, and realized that there was, hands down, nobody else in Hawaii that could build projects like them. They can build projects on every single island. They have built projects on every single island. They design everything in-house. They build their own projects. There's a lot of solar companies out there that really just don't even build their own projects. They're really just selling you something and kind of on to the next customer. And we spend a lot of time at Sunetric working through the process, making sure that you understand what's going to be built and that there's no finger pointing. You know, there is no handoff. If you decide to go solar with Sunetric, you stay with the company all the way until we flip the switch and you're using Excellent. That clean energy.
Very good. Let's get some contact information to our friends immediately. Telephone number, website.
Sure. The number for Sunetric is 262-6600. And the website is sunetric.com. It's SUNETRIC.com.
Describe the relationship that a consumer has with the utility company.
So, you know, the utility company, this is kind of an interesting topic. We very much appreciate the utility company, their necessity. For years now, we've had no alternative. You know, the utility company is a bit of a necessary evil. You want to be able to flip the switch. You don't want to have to worry about whether your energy is going to be there. And quite frankly, HECO, MECO, HELCO, you know, from now on I'll just call them, you know, Hawaii Electric Company or HECO. You know, they've done a great job of providing energy for the citizens of Hawaii. Now, what's different these days is that, you know, they burn oil to make energy. That's it. That's the predominant way that we get energy in Hawaii. Yes, there's a few other alternatives out there, and we have a few wind plants and things like that, but the majority of how HECO creates their energy is by burning oil. And in this day and age, you know, now that consumers are becoming more educated and understanding what the implications of that are, not only to the environment, but from an economic standpoint, from a security standpoint for our country, we're looking for alternatives. And, you know, HECO has not provided any alternative in the past. They really couldn't. It's just now becoming viable to use some of these alternatives like solar energy. And again, you know, HECO is our friend. We can't do what's called net metering without them. They have to be there. They transmit the energy for us.
Mm-hmm.
They really provide the network and the grid. But that being said, I'm not a big fan of how they generate their electricity, and you know, fortunately there is an alternative in solar. You know, you're not locked into the monopoly anymore. For all of these years, until literally the past 5 or 10 years, even 5 years, it hasn't been viable to go solar.
Right.
So you had no choice. Now consumers have a choice, and they can choose how they want to power their homes, what that energy comes from, and it's really what's most interesting about it is not only can they make the right choice and pick an energy that's good for Hawaii, good for the environment, but it also saves them money.
And that, everyone's ears just exploded, of course, because it's so top of mind with folks. We'll get into cleanliness of power and things like that in a few moments. We've also established partnerships where now consumers are able to enjoy this independence and all the benefits. Now, did I hear correctly that this is zero down? And I mean, it's so easy to do this, right?
Yeah, Rick. So let me tell you about this really interesting new offering that we have. We've partnered with a company called Sunrun. They're based out of California. Essentially, they're a different kind of financing company. They're kind of like the financing company that I was originally involved in when I came out to Hawaii. Only their focus is for residential. You know, what I was involved in the beginning was commercial projects, large scale offerings. But basically, what Sunrun does, and you should check out their website too. It's sunrunhome.com. Sunrun is what we call a PPA company or a power purchase agreement company. Essentially, they'll buy the system, so you don't have to pay any money out of pocket. You don't have to pay for the solar system. They put it on your roof, and you pay them just like you would pay the utility. So in essence, you're choosing a different utility. It's a solar utility. They're a 100% solar utility. They don't make an ounce of energy or a kilowatt of energy, I should say, from anything except for sunlight. And so Sunrun will pay for the system. They put it on your roof, and you pay a bill, your monthly bill to them. It's usually about 15% less than your normal HECO bill would be. But you haven't put a dime out of your pocket to invest in the system itself. So yes, the zero down offering in most cases, and that can vary. We've seen a few cases where, you know, a customer's needed to put down a couple $100 here or a couple $100 there. It's based on credit and a few other factors like what sun zone you are on the island and so forth. But essentially, the majority of the time, it's zero down, save about 15%, go solar, no money out of pocket.
Talking with Alex Tiller today, CEO. And Alex, I mean, someone's going to say too good to be true. I mean, it's usually a reaction when something sounds as great. Can you expand on that a little bit?
The too good to be true is, I think that's a byproduct of you haven't had any alternatives in the past. So it sounds too good to be true because there's no competition in the market. We have no choice. We have HECO. That's who we buy from. Somebody comes along with a better offering, and it's easy to say, wow, that's too good to be true. But the reality is you know, we have federal and state incentives because we have decided as not only a country but as a state that we need to go this direction. It's important for the future of our people. It's important for our environment. It's important for our safety and security. And so the governments are subsidizing this industry to help it grow, to help drive down prices. The more people that can go solar, the cheaper the price of solar becomes in the long run. Now, that's also an interesting point. As the price comes down, also, so will go the incentives. So we often get that question: should I wait? Should I wait 2 years? Should I wait 3 years to go solar? Should I wait 4 years? Is this like a computer? And the answer is no. Solar doesn't advance like that. But you know, we've chosen as a society, or at least within this country and state, to go solar as an alternative to burning oil. And so through those different tax incentives and structures like that, combined with the economics and the sheer ability to make sun energy here in Hawaii, it's not too good to be true. It's a fact. We're doing it right now.